What's up guys, it's Hero here, and today I'm going to be giving away the first deck that I've ever created. I've altered this deck so many times, and I think it's probably as good as it's ever going to get. You guys are really good at making decks, or you probably want to change a couple things. Definitely let me know what you changed down in the comment section below. You know, I know this deck isn't perfect. No one's deck is really perfect. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. A couple disclaimers though that I do want to throw out is that one, just because this deck works for me does not mean it'll work for you. Once again, I created this deck for me, not for everyone else, so more than likely some people are going to want to change a lot of things. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody prefers different things. Now, if you are on PC, you can go ahead and add me on Steam, link down in the description, and you can just go in game, find me, click my name, view, school, join, bam. Now you can use my deck whenever you want. Something to add though, whenever I do make a deck video, I will change my deck in the Stagger school so you guys can try that out as well without having to once again create a whole new deck to basically mimic my deck. Now for those people who own Xbox One and PS4, don't worry, stay tuned. I will be reading off all the attack sequences as well as alternate attacks for you guys so you guys can basically create a whole new deck with my moveset, and hopefully that helps you guys out. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I'm sorry it was a long intro, but it's the first combat deck video, and I just wanted to go ahead and get everything out there. So the first thing we're going to start off with is attributes. We have 19 strength, 16 dexterity, 17 vitality, 17 endurance, 15 will, and 24 mobility. Mobility doesn't really matter, normal's fine, but currently I'm working with fast. Our damage ends out at 92.2 damage. Alright, so since I've never done a combat deck video, what I'm going to try to do is to read all the attack sequences left to right and then include the alternative attack as well. So top right stance, we'll read all of that, and then the alternative attack for top right stance, and then so forth. Alright, so let's get started. So top right stance starts off with jump light kick, which is followed up with wobble low kick, finished off with double fist stretch. The alternative attack for top right stance is jump out elbow. Alright, next up is top left stance. Starts off with mawashi, followed up with uramashi. Hopefully that's pronounced correctly. And this is finished off with leg breaker to finish the distance. Top left stance alternative attack is charged haymaker. Alright, bottom left stance starts off with back tripped kick, followed up with tripped kick, finished off with furious uppercut. Bottom left alternative attack is windwhirl double punch. Alright, and for the bottom right stance, starts off with back fall strike, probably one of the best pokes in the game, and it's followed up with surging palm. Finished off with low spin heel, which can also be substituted for grab punch, which is what I had originally when I had this deck. I prefer low spin heel just because I like it way more. People don't expect that attack right after a surging palm. The bottom right stance alternative attack is scissor kick. And yeah, that's the combat deck. Alright, so you guys probably didn't expect to get two decks in one video. This deck is actually my most current deck. I actually wasn't going to give this one out right away because I wasn't sure if this deck was good enough. But as of right now, I think this is probably my most favorite deck that I've ever made. So I'm definitely, going to go ahead and give it to you guys. I do recommend this deck over the previous deck, but I wanted to give you guys a previous deck just based on the fact that, a lot of you guys have been asking for it since the first video. So I was like, alright, well, we'll go ahead and give you that one. But this one's my most updated version of that deck. Alright, so let's get started. So starting off in top right stance, we have rollback fist, donkey slap, ending off in surging palm. The top right alternative attack is jump out elbow. For the top left stance, we start off with drunken paw, spin elbow, and then finishing off with grab punch. The alternative attack for top left stance is charged haymaker. For our bottom left stance, we start off with back tripped kick, followed up with Jump the Light Kick, finished off with Elbow Stumble. And the alternative attack for the bottom left is Wind Whirl Double Punch. And last but not least, we have bottom right stance, which starts off in Backfall Strike, followed up with Double Fist Stretch, which is also finished off with Under Knee Kick. And for our bottom right stance for the alternative attack, it is Scissor Kick, which if you guys have kind of paid attention a little bit, you probably realize the alternative attacks are exactly the same as my previous deck. Now, something to definitely mention is that this deck actually flows pretty well with Stagger style. So I definitely recommend utilizing Stagger moves along with this deck. Plus you can play extremely aggressive with it as well. So since you guys haven't seen this deck in action within a video, what I'm going to do is just turn on some music in the background and just give you guys like a small little showcase of this deck. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.